Heritage. Chronicles of the Heritage Conflict. In the most ancient chambers of time, when music shaped mountains and light danced without shadow, the promise was uttered. It was not born of a forced oath, nor of a treaty between equals. It was an inheritance planned by the King of Eternity and granted out of love for his creatures, immortal life, perpetual peace, and communion with him in realms of glory. But the inheritance was coveted. A brilliant being among the guardians of the throne, who would be known as the usurper, raised his voice against the Most High. He sowed doubt among the free, and where harmony reigned, he planted the seed of rebellion. He was cast out of the kingdom, but not defeated. His gaze fell upon the jewel freshly formed by the Creator's hands, a world called Earth, inhabited by the first couple, the heirs of the divine covenant. With subtle deception and delicate cunning, he snatched the inheritance from them, and in its place brought death, exile, and slavery. The light that shone brightly now turned to gloom. What was communion became silence. But the king did not abandon his children. In his heart, the fire of his eternal plan still burned. And so began the great saga of the conflict. The King of Light did not draw any sword against the traitor. He only sent a promise. As time passed, he prepared a people, sent prophets, wise men, and messengers, heralds proclaiming the coming of the rightful heir. Every story, every battle, every tear recorded in the sacred writings was an echo of that hope: redemption. Then, in the darkest hour, when misfortune reigned upon the earth, the king's son descended, clothed not in celestial gold but in mortal flesh. He walked among the exiles, ate with traitors, touched the broken, freed the possessed, called the Lamb of God. He conquered not by force, but by sacrifice. On the summit of a cursed hill, with the world's inheritance about to be lost forever, he extended his arms and paid the price of rescue. But the story does not end with his death. With the power of the Most High, the heir rose from the tomb with his pierced hands and the keys to the kingdom in his hands, and declared, "To everyone who believes in me, the inheritance will be restored." A new order arose, the guardians of the promise. Young and old, wise and humble, men and women without any distinction, united their forces in the invisible struggle. They carried the light of the gospel as their banner, and the truth of their Lord as their sword. The usurper, unmasked and wounded, furiously launched his final war. He infiltrated palaces, religions, empires, even temples and thrones, but the remnant resisted. Through persecutions, deceptions, and darkness, with their wounded arms, they carried the light that was never extinguished. The story reaches its climax. A final battle approaches. The signs are in the heavens. The trumpets already vibrate in the valleys of time. The kingdom is near. The inheritance is ready. The king is about to return. You, reader, are not a spectator. You were called by name to be part of this story. You are a descendant of an ancient promise, an heir to an imperishable crown. The conflict still rages, but victory has been secured. Time is about to end, and the burning question in the winds is but one: will you take your place in history?